I want to talk about mentorship today. I've been thinking a lot about how important a good mentor is. I think it's important to have a mentor that you actually can know in person if you can. I mean, I think um, that's a super thing to have. And if you're lucky, you might get that in your life a time or two. But what I wanted to talk about is the availability of like every mentor right now with the internet. Like if you're seeing me on a screen, then you probably have the internet. And with the internet, you can have any mentor you want, basically. And I have many. I have many that will probably never meet. As I've gotten to know my own mentors over the years on the internet by watching their content, reading their content, listening to them speak. Um, it has, I've kind of honed in on some mentors that I do hope to meet, and I think I will meet in the near future, some of them. But a lot of them I will never meet, and I probably will not meet, and I'm not, I don't have a goal to meet them. I just basically use their voice, their words, their energy to help motivate me, to help keep me on track, to help me get me back on track when I get off track. And I have some personal mentors. I've been really, really lucky to have a fabulous mother, and she's a mentor to me in many ways. And for a while, I had a good friend who's a dance instructor, and she's a little older than me, and I still consider her a mentor, but I don't get to see her as regularly as I used to. But for a while, we were exchanging massage and body work, which I was giving her in exchange for private dance lessons. And I mean, not only that was a win-win-win-win trade, but it was really great to develop to have that kind of mentor relationship as I was finishing up college and being a mom still and just living life. Basically, it was nice to have her as a mentor. For my body, really was probably one of the biggest places that I used her mentorship, but also just in being your authentic self. She really helped show me a way that can be done and make me feel comfortable about doing that for myself. But online, back to my original point, online I have many, many mentors. So I kind of go through cycles, and right now I'm big on Gary Vaynerchuck. If you look at the internet much, you probably run across him, and he's kind of my mentor for enthusiasm and energy, and again, just being your authentic self, as well as business. I really try to take to heart the tips that he gives as far as patterns that he's seeing, and also I am currently putting to use a couple of his little tips to try to gain more traction in social media. So I will let you know how that goes. Actually, I'll let Gary know how that goes because I know that's what he would like. But another mentor of mine that I listen to most days, pretty much daily, unless I'm taking a break from the internet, is Tom Bilyeu in Impact Theory and Impact Theory Studios. And I literally get his voice in my head sometimes. It's only happened once, actually, when I was really aware of it, but now it's kind of just in there with other heads. But one time, like, his voice answered my own voice in my head with a with a kind of calling me on my bullshit. No bullshit. What would it take? Is something he says a lot. And so Tom Bilyeu, and he interviews people on Impact Theory, and those interviews where he really gets these inspiring people on to talk about their lives and their stories are just always really moving and inspiring. So that's a mentor that I use. And he also has this amazing, amazing drive, amazing ability to present. And he's an amazing speaker. So I use him as a mentor to continue to improve my own speaking skills and my own storytelling skills and my own marketing skills a little bit. My business alignment, again, I use him as a mentor frequently these days. And I got a couple more. Another one is Evan Carmichael, who is kind of not someone I expected to be a mentor for me, to be honest with you. I see us as very different kinds of people, and when I first started seeing his content, I was a little bit critical of it, and just being honest, because he wasn't in it most of it. It was all videos taken from other people's content, and I wondered how that was ethical, and but I was intrigued by it because it seemed like a really great way to produce a lot of content, and indeed it was. And I watched his channel just take off. He just hit 1 million subscribers. I think it was on the 2nd or a few days ago, and he and his team invited me to review his book online, and that sparked just a whole nother level for me in my business and in my internet endeavors. This longer video is in fact partly a result. I mean, it was already in the works, but he really helped push me to another level, and so he has become a big mentor for me, and I watch his channel every day and try to follow a lot of his tips and examples. And his book, Your One Word, also has really been a big part of my focusing down on what I really, where I really am coming from, which is voice. I'm about expressing yourself, your authentic self, taking authentic action from your true, aligned place where you know you're supposed to be. And anyhow, so Evan Carmichael is another one of my current mentors who I may never meet. And another one is Nichols. She's been a mentor of mine for a couple of years online now, actually one of the first people that I decided and said out loud, like, this person is going to be my mentor, and I'm going to follow her regularly. And she is somebody I would love to meet, but I don't know if I will. And I kind of think I probably will. But even if I don't, I have used her mentorship online for a couple of years now, and it has really helped me in my path to overcome my own limiting beliefs, to change my own mindset, to shift my own self-image, raise my standards. Those are the things that I've been working on, and I feel like I'm making pretty good progress. And Nichols has definitely been a big part of that progress. Her words, I use her energy in her words again, and her example of storytelling, and and her story itself of struggle. So those are some of my favorite mentors, and I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to remind you that mentorship, it can really help you. You know, having a coach or a mentor is a great tool for you to help you get where you want to go and get the things you want to get, be the person you want to be. So if you don't have one in person, or even if you do have great mentors in person, consider finding people on the internet, and you might look up these people that I mentioned. I'll put their names down below in the description so you can find them easily, and maybe even they'll let me link to their stuff, who knows. But in any case, find yourself somebody whose voice speaks to you. I could list off a whole another. There's Tony Robbins is popular, and I like him too. He has helped me a lot. There's Kyle, oh gosh, his name just flew out of my head. There's Andy Andrews long ago. I had him on CD. He was a big inspiration to me and a mentor. There are business people and artists and any kind of person that you could want to learn from and look up to, now available to you on the internet. So do a quick Google search about whatever's bothering you or wherever you want to improve, and you'll find some help. I guarantee it. So that's my 2 cents for today. I hope you are living life large and in charge. I hope you're really taking time to enjoy your life. Until next time, peace.